I know this person has like a big fan base, like over 1,000 subscribers and their reputation on YouTube and Roblox, but like sometimes you just have to like draw a line when the disrespect hits a level where you can't even maintain your own integrity anymore. I'm gonna be talking about Mel, but also known as Malware. All of this started because I actually just DM'd her to compliment her music. I barely even remember how we went from like me asking, "Is your music an Untitled Tag game?" to all this horny shit. Like, usually I don't mind suggested things because I'm hypersexual. I even draw it privately sometimes to like cope with my home life and my home situation, but I'm not a side chick and I'm not a kink. Like, all. Sorry, ticks. People see that I have two exes and they think they can fix me, which is duh no. For people like me who's been groomed, raped, and survived two ex partners who absolutely suck, B and S, along with everything that happened with Mika and Asmo, well, now Asher, I'm just tired. I'm exhausted. I'm a black man, a gay trans man, and I'm kate sexual. My capacity for sexual attraction was literally cut away by trauma years ago. I made that very clear to Mel from the start. I even initiated this as friends with benefits specifically to shield myself because I knew that these things usually only last for like 4 weeks before people start ghosting me once more because I'm used to it. Um, Sorry, this is unscripted. I even like nearly forced myself to be straight just to try and make this work out. Even though she's a lesbian trans woman and I'm a gay man, we literally do not click, but I tried. I warned her, I told her I couldn't like continuously accommodate to people who don't even give a rat's ass. And I told her she needed to improve recently. Despite knowing exactly what I've been through, she even asked me about my trauma. Malware decided to consume my sexual and emotional behavior anyway. She's my age, but the lack of morals is staggering. Not long ago, she was lovesick, flooding my DMs with jaw-dropping messages. She was saying word for word that she wanted me so deep inside her, wanted me to breed her, to get her pregnant, and that she was, quote, nothing better than a dog waiting for its owner. This was over the course of one night, usually around 1 to 2 a.m. She kept begging for my attention while she was literally dripping close to coming. Yes, just thinking about me. I'm not saying this to humiliate or kink shame her, but I'm saying it because if this is the voice, this voice is the same thing you jack off to, then you better hear it talk about the actions you've done, which were very much avoidable. I had to sacrifice my own eyes watching her jack off on screen. I even forced myself to send. I'm not gonna say that word. Something that is a massive strain for me who's been through said trauma I mentioned previously. Just for her to quiet down. Because the obsession was constant. She even commented things like saying, "I like your cute little hairs," referring to you know what. I did that out of like a warped sense of respect because I knew she was gonna drop me eventually. But now recently, all of a sudden, she wants to act difficult and dry. She wants to hide behind a list of numbers that I put for her like she's some kind of high maintenance machine. Like, are we dead ass? You can send 20 messages in a single minute when you're horny, but now you claim processing and a privacy shield and natural dryness as excuses to ignore me. You send me a list of citing things like social battery, emotional distance, which I asked you to answer, which you were being very difficult about, but then you're perfectly fine updating your status to watch my grandpa suck penis. You have the energy to be extremely horny and stuff, and etc. for your subscribers, but you're too quote unquote overwhelmed to give me a full sentence. That genuinely is not a social battery issue. It's just a total lack of decency. Like, some niggas really think they can treat a human being like a placeholder. once they get what they want. I didn't lower my standards just to be met with a dry alright and oh after I poured my heart out about my PTSD and triggers. Having a high EQ feels like a curse because I can see exactly what this is. It's the same weaponized apathy I saw with Psyche. It's a script of avoidance used to skip out on the emotional labor of a real friendship or relationship. I hate using my channel for this and I hate that there's so much negative content, but it's the only way these people listen. For example, Mika and Asher, formerly known as Asmo, only cared once it was public. Mika sent me a comment begging me to take the video down because it was negatively affecting Asher's mental health. And she mentioned the word respectful. Bitch, where was the respect when you were neglecting me after a cry for help? This was 71 days of begging. You and your boyfriend are crying over a situation you caused, so you better suck it the fuck up. You niggas loved each other when I was silent, but the moment it was public, you were scared. It's a beautiful contrast to the good luck message Mika sends me after deleting it. Telling me to leave them alone because it's affecting me more than her. Good luck for what? You saw again, I mentioned this word multiple times, blueprints of my trauma. And you used it as a manual to hurt me once more. Again. You knew the environment I survived, the abuse, the gaslighting, all that shit at home. And you chose to become yet another extension of that, instead of a refuge. I am done. I'm done being a resource for people who consume my soul and discard when they are no longer lovesick. I don't give second chances to people who ghost, and I didn't give her a second chance this time. You had all the time in the world to be a civil person. You chose to be a walking red flag because you decided it was the easier path to traumatize someone again. And you thought that was good enough. That was good enough to satisfy your ego, your deteriorating ego. Now, you're here. You have no fucking reason to be upset. You've got your access completely denied off of my contact. Never again.